Before we dive in, take a second and hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow, and it makes sure you never miss the ideas that can transform your life, one small step at a time. We often believe that life changes through big decisions, bold moves, or a sudden burst of motivation. But the truth is much simpler and much more powerful. Your life changes through the small choices you repeat every single day. Habits, tiny behaviors, moments so small you barely notice them, but they quietly shape your future. Think of habits as the compound interest of self-improvement. Just like money multiplies through consistent investment, your skills, confidence, and identity multiply through consistent action. A single small habit won't transform your life today, but repeating it will transform who you become. And that's where the real magic begins, when habits stop feeling like effort and start becoming part of your identity. Why small habits matter more than big efforts. Most people chase big goals, but big goals create pressure, while small habits create progress. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. You don't need to change everything at once. You only need to get 1% better each day. Just a tiny improvement. Those tiny improvements accumulate. They grow. They compound. They turn into powerful long-term change. And the best part? Small habits are easier to repeat, easier to maintain, and easier to integrate into your daily life. Consistency beats intensity. Always. Every action is a vote for the person you become. Each time you perform a habit, you cast a vote for your future identity. Read one page. Vote for I'm a reader. Train for 5 minutes. Vote for I am an athlete. Write a paragraph. Vote for I am a writer. No single vote determines who you are, but the accumulation does. Your identity is not something you discover. It's something you build. It's shaped by what you do repeatedly, not what you do occasionally. The real reason habits fail. Most people don't fail because they lack motivation. They fail because they try to change too much at once. They focus on goals instead of systems. They chase outcomes instead of routines. They aim for perfection instead of consistency. But a small habit that you repeat every day will always defeat a perfect plan you abandon in a week. Small wins pull you forward. They create momentum. They make the next step easier. This is the beginning of real transformation, not through pressure, but through alignment. The purpose of habits aren't about restriction. They're about liberation. The right habits free you from overthinking. They remove decision fatigue. They reduce stress. They make success feel natural, not forced. Good habits create clarity. Bad habits create chaos. And today, you get to choose which ones you want to build. If this first part already gave you clarity, make sure you're subscribed, because the next parts will take you even deeper into building a system that makes success effortless. Part 2 is coming next, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. If you're here for Part 2, make sure you're already subscribed, because what you're about to learn is one of the most powerful ideas you can ever apply to your life. Let's dive in. Why changing your identity changes everything. Most people try to change their habits by focusing on what they want. I want to lose weight. I want to be productive. I want to save money. But wanting something is not enough, because goals describe results, while habits shape identity. Real Lasting change happens when you shift your focus from what you want to who you want to become. Instead of saying, "I want to read more," say, "I'm becoming someone who never goes to sleep without reading a page." Instead of saying, "I want to exercise," say, "I'm becoming someone who never misses movement." Instead of saying, "I want to be organized," say, "I'm becoming someone who keeps their environment clear." Identity-based habits are powerful because your brain always tries to act in alignment with the kind of person you believe you are. When your habits match your identity, discipline becomes natural. Effort becomes lighter. Consistency becomes automatic. How identity is built, one action at a time. Every action you take is like a vote for your future self. No single action transforms your identity, but repeated actions absolutely do. If you meditate for 2 minutes today, you didn't become a master meditator, but you cast a vote for becoming someone who takes care of their mind. If you choose water over soda once, you didn't transform your health, but you cast a vote for the identity of someone who makes aligned choices. Identity doesn't change overnight. It changes through evidence, and habits are your evidence. The 3 layers of change. There are 3 levels at which people try to change. 1. Outcomes. What you want, losing weight, writing a book, making more money. 2. Processes. How you do it, your routines, systems, and daily habits. 3. Identity. Who you believe you are. This is the deepest level, and the one that truly sustains your change. Most people try to change from the outside in, but lasting transformation happens from the inside out. Identity shapes habits. Habits give shape results. Results gives reinforce identity. This is a loop, and once it starts working in your favor, change becomes unstoppable. You don't need to believe immediately. You just need proof. You don't need to convince yourself with affirmations or positive claims. You just need small, repeated actions that give you proof. Your brain trusts evidence, not wishes. Show yourself, through tiny daily actions, that you are becoming a new person. And soon your identity will shift naturally. Focus on becoming 1% more like your ideal self-picture, the future version of you. The calm version, the disciplined version, the healthy version, the successful version. Ask yourself each day, what's one small action today that aligns with that version of me? Not big changes, not dramatic transformations, just one aligned action. Because identity is built one brick at a time, and every day is a chance to lay another brick. When you begin shaping your habits around the person you want to become, your life starts shifting quietly, steadily, beautifully. And in the next part, we're going deeper into the 4-step system that controls every habit you have, and how to rewrite that system to fit the life you want. Before we continue, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the upcoming parts. Each one builds on the last and will help you redesign your habits from the inside out. Every habit follows the same 4-step pattern. Every behavior you repeat, good or bad, follows a predictable cycle. Understanding this cycle gives you control over your habits instead of letting your habits control you. The 4 steps are: cue, something that triggers the behavior craving, the desire or motivation behind it. Response, the action or habit itself. Reward, the feeling that reinforces it. Let's break them down clearly. 1. The cue, the spark that starts the habit. A cue is anything your brain associates with a behavior. It could be seeing your phone walking into the kitchen feeling stressed, hearing a notification, a certain time of day, a certain place, a certain emotion. Cues are everywhere. And once you recognize them, you can start shaping them. 2. The craving. While you act, you don't crave the habit itself. You crave the state it gives you. You don't want to scroll social media. You want relief from boredom. You don't want junk food. You want comfort. You don't want to check your phone. You want stimulation or connection. Understanding your craving helps you replace destructive habits with healthier ones that satisfy the same desire. 3. The response, the habit you perform. This is the action itself. Your response depends on 2 things. Your motivation, how easy the habit is. If the habit is too difficult, you won't do it, no matter how motivated you feel. That's why the easiest habits are the ones that survive. Make your desired habits simple. Make the destructive ones difficult. This alone can transform your life. 4. The reward. What makes the habit stick? Rewards teach your brain what's worth repeating. If something feels good, your brain remembers it and looks for the cue next time. Rewards close the loop. They tell your brain, do this again. This is how habits become automatic. The habit loop works with or without your permission. Your brain loves shortcuts. It wants to automate as many actions as possible so it can save energy. This means good habits become natural. Bad habits become natural. Whatever you repeat, your brain will turn into a routine. This is why awareness is the first step. You can't change what you don't understand. Once you see the loop, you can break it, reshape it, or rebuild it from scratch. Using the habit loop to build better routines. Here's the simple rule. If you want to build a good habit, make the cue obvious, make the craving attractive, make the action easy, make the reward satisfying. If you want to break a bad habit, do the opposite. Hide the cue, reduce the craving, increase the difficulty, and remove the reward. That's how you regain control. Once you understand the habit loop, you can redesign your life with intention, not through force, but through clarity. In the next part, we'll take this loop and break it down into 4 practical laws that make building good habits easier than you ever thought possible. Make sure you're subscribed. Your habits don't change by luck. They change when you change the system that creates them. And that system can be summarized in 4 simple laws. When you follow these laws, good habits become easy, and bad habits slowly fade away. Let's break them down clearly and simply. Law 1. Make it obvious. Your environment shapes your behavior far more than your motivation does. If you want to build a habit, make the cues visible and impossible to ignore. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Want to drink more water? Keep a bottle beside you at all times. Want to practice gratitude? Place a journal on your nightstand. On the other hand, if you want to stop a bad habit, hide the cues. Remove junk food from your home. Delete apps that waste your time. Move your phone away while working. When the cue disappears, the habit loses power. You don't need more willpower. You need a better environment. LAW 2. Make it attractive. We repeat habits we enjoy. We avoid habits that feel boring or painful. So how do you make a habit attractive? You use a strategy called habit pairing or temptation bundling. Pair something you need to do with something you want to do. For example, listen, to your favorite music while cleaning, watch a show only while exercising, enjoy a treat only after finishing a task. When a habit feels rewarding, your brain looks forward to doing it again. Desire drives repetition. LAW3, make it easy. Success isn't about doing more, it's about removing friction. The easier a habit is, the more likely you are to repeat it. Don't aim for perfect habits. Aim for simple, repeatable habits. If you want to write, start with 1 sentence. If you want to meditate, start with 1 minute. If you want to walk, start with 5 minutes. Make the first step tiny. Make the routine simple. Make the action effortless. Because the easier the habit, the stronger it becomes. This law alone can transform your life. LAW4, make it satisfying. Your brain repeats what feels rewarding. So give yourself small victories. Track your progress. Use a habit calendar. Celebrate small wins. Let yourself feel good about consistency. Even the smallest feeling of satisfaction tells your brain, yes, do this again. And repetition is what turns action into identity. The 4 laws in 1 sentence. If you want to build a good habit, make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. If you want to break a bad habit, do the opposite. Make it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. This is the foundation of creating the life you want, one aligned habit at a time. These 4 laws are the blueprint for effortless change. Follow them consistently, and your habits will start working for you instead of against you. In the next part, we'll explore how tiny improvements compound over time to create massive, life-changing results. Make sure you're subscribed. Take a moment to subscribe if you haven't yet. This channel is here to help you grow, step by step, day by day, and every new video builds on the last. Small choices shape big futures. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in a week and underestimate what they can achieve in a year. Why? Because real improvement doesn't come from dramatic changes. It comes from small habits repeated consistently, allowing the effects to compound over time. Just like money grows through compound interest, your behaviors compound too. A 1% improvement today may feel like nothing, but when you repeat it every single day, it becomes unstoppable. The plateau of hidden potential. Here's the part that frustrates most people. You don't see results immediately. You go to the gym and nothing changes. You read a few pages and feel the same. You eat healthier for a week and don't notice a difference. And people give up too soon because they don't realize that progress is happening below the surface. Your effort is building momentum in your discipline, in your confidence, in your energy, in your habits. Then one day, your progress breaks through, and everyone calls it sudden improvement. But you'll know it wasn't sudden at all. It was the hidden power of consistency. Time multiplies whatever you feed it. Time has a simple rule. Feed it good habits, gives your life improves. Feed it bad habits, gives your life declines. Feed it nothing, gives nothing, changes. Time doesn't heal bad decisions. It multiplies them just like it multiplies good ones. This truth can either work against you or for you. You choose. Why small habits are more powerful than big goals. Big goals sound inspiring, but they rely on motivation, and motivation fades fast. Small habits don't need motivation. They live on consistency, and consistency creates identity. Identity creates momentum. Momentum creates results. When you build small habits, you're not chasing outcomes. You're building the type of person for whom those outcomes are natural. You stop forcing success and start attracting it through repetition. Good habits lift every area of your life. A small habit rarely stays small. Read a little every day gives your knowledge grows. Exercise regularly gives. Your energy increases. Save consistently gives your future becomes safer. Meditate daily gives your mind becomes clearer. Create something daily gives your confidence. Expands. Habits are connected. When one area improves, the rest follow. A single good habit creates a ripple effect that touches everything. Your health, your mindset, your work, your relationships. This is how small habits lead to a completely different life. Small habits won't change your life overnight, but they will change your direction. And direction is everything. In the final part 6, we're bringing everything together. Identity, systems, the 4 laws, and compound growth into one powerful message that will help you build a life aligned with your highest potential. Make sure you're subscribed. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your life. By now, you've seen the truth. Your habits aren't just things you do. They are expressions of the person you're becoming. Every small action you repeat is planting a seed inside your identity. And with time, those seeds grow into confidence, clarity, discipline, and direction. This is why habits matter so deeply, because they tell your future who you are. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to be consistent. Perfection breaks easily. Consistency builds strength. You will miss a day. You will make mistakes. You will fall back sometimes. But consistency is not about never slipping. Consistency is about never returning to who you used to be. One mistake isn't failure. Stopping is failure. So keep going. Show up again. Return to the path. Your future self will thank you. Design your environment and it will guide your behavior. Your surroundings pull your habits in a direction, whether you notice it or not. A cluttered environment builds stress. A distracting environment builds procrastination. A supportive environment builds discipline. Design your space for the person you want to become. Make your good habits the default. Make your bad habits inconvenient. Your environment should push you forward, not hold you back. Small actions, repeated daily, become a lifestyle. Read 1 page a day becomes a reading habit. Walk for 5 minutes becomes a fitness habit. Write a little every day becomes a creative identity. Save a small amount becomes financial stability. Practice gratitude becomes emotional resilience. Small steps don't stay small. They grow, they evolve, they compound, and eventually they create a lifestyle that reflects your deepest values. Success is not something you chase, it's something you build. When your habits align with your identity, your future stops feeling uncertain and starts feeling earned. You no longer fight yourself. You no longer negotiate with your goals. You no longer depend on bursts of motivation. You rise because that's who you've become. You improve because that's your nature now. You grow because your systems support you. Success becomes a natural side effect of the person you are becoming. Your life changes when your standards change. Your habits shape your standards, and your standards shape your destiny. When you raise what you're willing to accept, your entire world rises with you. Better habits gives better decisions, gives better identity, gives better life. This is the real transformation. And here's the final message. You don't need to change everything. You only need to change the small things consistently, because those small things become who you are. If this series helped you, if it opened your eyes to what's possible, then make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss the ideas that move you closer to the life you deserve.